You would have read it in the papers and felt it otherwise that relationship between India and Bangladesh are somewhat not at the same scale as they were after 71 war.
Can you give us some estimate about the China vis-a-vis the US in the present context?
We are talking of merging PSU banks.
Yes, sir.
Is it a good idea?
How do you rate Chinese economy?
Good
Aye,
afternoon,
please.
sir.
Sit down.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
बैठिए. Please tell us about yourself.
Sir, I am Ananya Sharma. I come from Indore, Madhya Pradesh. Sir, my primary schooling has been done from Indore itself. I studied at the Punjab Public School, Nava, and the Daily College, Indore, where I excelled in sports, academics, and co-curricular activities. So at the school level, I have been the vice captain of swimming, and I have represented at the state as well as IPSC national level. And sir, in terms of other responsibilities, I was also the school prefect. So post that, I pursued my graduation in economics honors from Delhi University, Hindu College, where I was the executive editor of the economics department, and I was also the media and PR head of Inactus Hindu. And so while preparing for the civil services, I was fortunate enough to clear the combined defense services examination with an all India rank 5. And so in my free time, I like to read literary fiction novels.
Good. General sir.
Right, Ananya?
Yes, sir.
Unique name. What is the meaning of Ananya?
Sir, Ananya means not other or unique. It also means second to none or incomparable.
Okay. Did they ask you this question in SSB as well?
No, sir, I was not asked this.
You were not asked. So what happened? You were AIR 5, but you could not join the academy. What had happened?
Sir, I have
Medical issue or some other issue?
no, sir. Sir, I have huge respect for the forces. My school alumni have also been great officers. Sir, however, my first aim was always civil services, that too primarily foreign services, sir.
Okay, so you tried once, or that was all you tried? Or you tried 2-3 times, then you got selected?
Sir, for CDS?
Yes.
Sir, that was my first attempt.
First
sir.
attempt.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. And who did you get motivated from to attempt CDS?
Sir, in terms of the motivation for that, sir, the examination pattern for both the exams are quite similar in terms of the syllabus and also the question style. So I thought that it would give me a good idea as to whether my preparation was in the correct direction or not. And so, since I
You made us a CDS and UPSC similar preparations.
sir, for the preliminary stage at least, sir, because you have objective type questions and the areas covered such as polity, economy, social issues, general science. So that there's quite a lot similarity.
Okay, taking you back to your SSB days, which one did you like the best? Which technique? Your GTO, Psych, or Intern?
Sir, the best would be GTO.
GTO.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I see that you are fond of reading literature.
Yes, sir.
What books have you read?
Sir, I recently read Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen.
Jane Austen.
Yes, sir. And so I've also read The Interpreters of Malady by Jhumpa Lahiri and The Ginza Shihodo Stationery Shop by Kenji Ueda.
Have you attempted Thomas Hardy?
No, sir, not as of yet.
You did think of it, or you find it's little difficult to find data? Victorian language.
Sir, language is not the issue. Currently, since the preparation was quite factual in nature, so I enjoy reading as a pastime.
All right. Okay. You would have read it in the papers and felt it otherwise that relationship between India and Bangladesh are somewhat not at the same scale as they were after 71 war.
Yes, sir.
What are the reasons for little remoteness in relationship between the two, and what can be done to improve the relationship?
Right, sir. Sir, Bangladesh has always been a close neighbor and priority for India. So, in terms of the current deterioration, so firstly, we can say that there's an interim government at helm, and the leader is not particularly warm towards the former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. So, sir, there's a political issue. Secondly, sir, the internal condition of Bangladesh, we are seeing that the industries are not as productive as they were. There is large scale unemployment, there is the problem of inflation, and so the rising student protest, which was not which was ill handled by the previous administration. Those are some concerns. And so the implication on India is that India has to play a very delicate balancing game, because Sheikh Hasina has been a good leader for India in terms of our relationship, especially considering not giving a safe haven to illegal migrants, and so the security problem in the Northeast also. So it's a delicate balance game. In terms of,
Yeah.
so in terms of how to improve it, so firstly, since we are seeing the current protests going on there, we should we should wait and watch as to how the elections unfold, and then sir we should prioritize.
What about the influence of Pakistan and China over Bangladesh, ideological and economic both?
Right, sir. So since the greater military power in Pakistan right now, we are seeing that there's a closeness between these countries, and so we have to check all three fronts. So in terms of what we can do about that, so we have many projects with Bangladesh, especially towards the northeast. We have the Sitwe port project with Myanmar, and we have connectivity with Bangladesh. So economic cooperation and dialogue must be maintained. However, sir, we must also try to see that China and Pakistan do not unduly influence Bangladesh as they're doing right now.
So, what will you do to counter that?
So in the case of Pakistan, firstly we need to uh, remind the youth of Bangladesh the decisive role that
So, connectivity.
yes sir, people to
People
people
to
connect.
people.
Yes sir.
Hmm.
So because we saw that at Kargil, in the Vijay Divas, just 16 December, there were protests against India, and prominent Indian effigies were burnt. However, we need to remind the decisive role that India played in liberating Bangladesh, and the Bangladeshi youth must be made aware of the same. And so,
Yeah.
in the case of China, sir, China is a difficult partner to navigate with. So currently, I think the best option is to maintain dialogue and diplomacy with the interim government and see as to how elections would unfold and democracy is sustained.
Would you not think of trade as well? Increase trade with Bangladesh
So that is a
and
possible.
engage with sub-regional cooperation.
Yes, sir. Sir, in terms of trade, since India has a surplus in trade with Bangladesh, and we are one of the largest trading partners, that can also be sustained. And we also have forums such as BIMSTEC, wherein we are looking for regional cooperation.
Okay. India is advocating an integrated healthcare approach
Yes,
at the
sir.
global level. Modern medicine and the traditional medicine. What is your take on that? How are we achieving that?
Sir, I have limited knowledge about the same. Sir, if I have to make a conjecture,
Yeah.
So basically, we are seeing that India follows more of a preventive approach to medicine, a curative approach to medicine, which needs to shift towards a preventive approach. And we also see that we have many medicinal practitioners who have traditional knowledge, which is not recorded in our text, but it is quite effective. So we need to integrate both of them. And so recently I read in the news that an integrated digital platform for Ayush is being developed. So, sir, this might help us in achieving the same.
So can it be done abruptly or it will take a while to integrate the two?
So, I believe it will be done over a period of time, because if we talk about traditional medicine, we do not have enough text or research to support the same, although they are effective, but there's a lack of data on the same. So, sir,
So
that
it has to be complementary or rivalry basis.
uh, so I believe there needs to be a synergy between both.
Complementary.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Let me ask you one more question. Suppose being a DM,
Yes, sir.
two parties come to you, the farmers and the industry people, and they have a dispute over the water distribution. What will you do?
So, firstly, as the DM, I would listen to both the sides of the argument to see what is the problem. So, since both are eminent for economic growth and as well as social harmony, so sir, there needs to be a proper rationing system wherein the farmers can also access the water adequately as per their needs. Secondly, the industry should also use it efficiently and not make it a polluting source.
Okay.
So, sir, we can have some mechanisms as to the same. We can also employ technology such as Internet of Things to see that water is used more efficiently.
All right, thank you.
Indian Foreign Service is the first choice.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me the difference in style and functioning of the career diplomats of India vis-a-vis the career diplomats of USC.
Sir, I'm not quite aware of the
Doesn't
same.
matter. Acha, you mentioned that you are interested in reading literacy fiction books.
So, literary fiction.
Literary fiction books,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
So have you read Arundhati Roy?
No, sir.
Not at all. So then I'd not be asking you something about Mother Mary Comes to Me. Anyhow, that is also out. Now, just present me a critique of the new Maganrega.
A critique of the new Manrega.
Yeah.
Right, sir. Sir, firstly, it would be the financial aspect since the resource allocation pattern has changed, wherein the center and states now have to share a 60-40% ratio. So essentially, it has been portrayed as a centrally sponsored scheme. Secondly, sir, it would also be we are seeing that there has been a 60-day buffer period for intensive agricultural activities wherein work would not be taken. But sir, Manrega actually provides workers greater bargaining capacity in terms of wages. So that might be something as a point of critique. And sir, lastly, we see that maybe this could have been well received if the states were also taken into confidence before the application of the scheme. So, sir, I think these three are the critiques I can tell you.
Have you heard about Mark Spitz?
Yes, sir.
Who was he?
Sir, he was a very famous swimmer.
What happened to him?
Sir, I'm not quite sure.
You have what you call, you had offered sociology as a subject.
sir.
Have you heard about Mandelbaum?
Yes, sir, I've heard about
What is the
him.
concept of purity and pollution?
Sir, I'll have to revisit that.
So now let's come over to the World Inequality Report.
Yes, sir.
You must have heard of Thomas Piketty.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Tell us something about Thomas Piketty and also the World Inequality Report.
Sir, Thomas Piketty is called the Marx of the 21st century. He is a critique of the rich, and he wants to redistribute wealth from the rich to the poor. And he has his own World Inequality Lab, where he's a leading figure. And as for the World Inequality Report, sir, it was recently released, and it said that in India the concentration of inequality is quite high, wherein we see a small minority owns around 77% of the wealth of the country. So he's an advocate of wealth tax. That is what I can recall of now, sir.
And why is he saying that the inequality in India is much more dangerous vis-a-vis the inequality elsewhere? Especially the inequality in South Asia.
Yes, sir.
And Southeast Asia is much more, is much more dangerous vis-a-vis the inequality elsewhere. Or how do you react to this question? Is it a fact?
Sir, with my limited knowledge on the subject, I feel inequality manifests in different forms, and
Quite
we
right.
have some similarities also, sir. In the South Asian context, it might be that the ethnic lines and the cultural capital that is more pronounced as compared to the other societies.
Finally, let us talk in terms of the US and China.
Yes, sir.
And there's a lot of issue with ascendancy. China is trying to ascend and become the superpower number one, not only in terms of the strategic issues, but also in terms of the intellectual and other issues. It's already a manufacturing powerhouse.
Yes, sir.
It is also getting into a lot of cyber issue. I mean, everywhere they're trying to transcend. So can you give us some estimate about the China vis-a-vis the US in the present context on different fronts?
Right, sir.
External relations, you forget the external relations. Otherwise,
Right, sir.
primarily the economic and the the academic.
Right, sir. So if I start with the economic front, USA is the leading economy with around $30 trillion worth of GDP. The Chinese are not that far behind. They have a GDP of $19 trillion. So naturally, there is a power equation wherein China wants to ascend the US. So in terms of the technological aspects, so I believe both are almost equal. Although right now I would say USA has the edge because of the social media powerhouses it has, and also in terms of AI. But so I think China is competing quite quickly, especially with DeepSeek. And recently, it was today's news that the the TikTok ownership in USA it has been changed, wherein US would take care of the data. So, sir, this was as per the technology. In terms of research and development, I would say China is spending quite a lot, sir. It's spending around 3.5% of its GDP on research and development, while the US also spends around 3%. So, both are competing on that aspect also. In terms of science, sir, again, China has its indigenous medicine as well. And we are also seeing China has greater ambitions in the military domain as well as the space domain also with its own space station Tiangong. So, sir, it's a close competition. Uh, we'll have to see.
But how do you envision the future for these two countries, obviously?
Yes, sir. So I believe China definitely has revisionist ambitions. It wants to establish itself as the global power, and USA wants to maintain its hegemony. However, we are seeing that. So if I look at China domestically, although we saw that its exports crossed $1 trillion in November. However, sir, the domestic condition is not that good. It is having a property crisis.
So I'm talking about the impact.
Right, sir. So I think China needs to first become stronger domestically because it cannot sustain in the long run as a solely export-based economy, wherein the world is moving
Right,
towards.
thank you. That's
Ananya,
Yes,
you
sir.
have studied economics
Yes, sir.
in your graduation.
Yes.
Just tell me, what is fighting inflation? If there's inflation in the society,
Yes,
the
sir.
RBI tries to fight inflation and bring it down.
Yes, sir.
So what do you think it is?
The inflation is the pinch on the pocket an ordinary person feels with price rise. So, in terms of RBI's approach, RBI follows the flexible inflation targeting framework. So, RBI wants to keep inflation in a bandwidth of 4 to 6%, in 4 plus minus 2, so 2 to 6%. It's the comfortable range for RBI, which
So what are the tools it has?
so primarily it's the repo rate, and then that is the main tool which the monetary policy sets. Then, so it also has a moral suasion wherein the RBI governor can, in his speeches or in dialogues with other industry experts, persuade the banks to follow a particular policy. So it can also, so the main tool.
How does the repo rate going up and down control inflation?
Right, sir. So the repo rate acts as a benchmark lending rate. So, sir, the intent is that when RBI increases or reduces the repo rate, so the banks also follow the same because they have the benchmark lending rate, which is decided by the repo rate and the profit margin of the bank. So it is followed that RBI can control or squeeze
In
the
one line,
liquidity.
basically, it controls liquidity in the
Yes, sir.
answer in one line should be by the repo rate going up and down, you control the liquidity in the market,
Right, sir.
which in turn controls inflation.
Right, sir.
Have you heard of this 16th Finance Commission?
Yes, sir.
So what do you think Finance Commission does?
The Finance Commission is tasked with the duty of maintaining fiscal federalism, determining what are the parameters on which the taxes have to be distributed between the center and the state, and how the interregional state fiscal,
Center and states,
and so also within the states.
amongst the states.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's more important.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So we have different parameters as to how the net proceeds are distributed. As for the 16th Finance Commission, it has also been tasked to see the climate impact and the disaster impact. So,
Have they submitted the report?
no, sir, not yet.
No, they have. October they had. So,
And then, sir, I'll have to revisit that.
Yeah. so why do the southern states have a grievance against the Finance Commission?
Sir, the root cause of the grievance is the population issue, wherein the southern states have performed fairly well in terms of family planning. However, sir, they feel that the northern states are subsidizing the rising population. So, they feel that the southern states are spending, they would get a less share, and the northern states, because of greater population, might get a larger share than required.
And you come from, I think you have some roots in Chandigarh also, no? You
no,
studied there?
No, sir. Actually, my father is currently heading a school in Nabha. So the center was closer to
But
Chandigarh.
you studied in Delhi.
Yes, sir. For around 9
Why do
months.
these Punjab farmers have different issues than other state farmers? For example, when you had the farm laws, the farmers in UP were not even agitating, whereas the farmers in Punjab were up in arms. What is the main issue?
Sir, with my
In
limit,
one line, they've been pampered too much in the past. Huh? MSP, MSP, MSP. Anyway, now I just ask one or two more questions.
yes, sir.
Fiscal consolidation.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard of this?
Yes, sir.
What do you mean in just 2 or 3 lines?
So, reducing fiscal deficit to the manageable level and responsible financing.
And controlling expenditure.
Yes, sir.
That's
Controlling
very
undue
important.
expenditure. Yes,
That's
sir.
very important. And debt to GDP ratio. What should be the ideal debt to GDP ratio in a country like India?
Sir, as per the FRBM Act, it is mandated it should be around 40%. But currently, sir, it's around 57%. But
The international benchmark is for developing nations, it should be 40%.
yes, sir.
And for developed nations, it should be 60 odd percent.
Yes, sir. But even developing nations are faltering on that.
Japan is 200%.
To 30%. Yes, sir.
And now we are talking of merging PSU banks.
Yes, sir.
Is it a good idea?
Sir, I think my thoughts on that are premature. I'll have to read more on that.
Sure. Thank you.
Who is the major proponent of aggressive neorealism in international relations?
Sorry, sir, I do not know.
And defensive neorealism?
Sorry, sir, I do not know.
Suppose you are asked that count 8 countries which are most crucial for Indian foreign policy.
Yes, sir. Sir, firstly, it would depend on the timing. If I have to talk about,
Timing of
sir, the general timing, in the sense what time and space we are in right now.
suppose you are asked today.
Yes, sir. Sir, the top 8 countries. Sir, first would be, I'll start with the neighborhood first. Sir, first would be China. We also have to see Bangladesh, then Pakistan. In terms of our extended neighborhood, sir, it would be firstly, if I talk about the West, then USA. We also have close relations with the EU. And sir, we are seeing,
Not that we have,
yes, sir.
we ought to have.
Right, sir. Sir, then EU, and then, sir, I would say the West Asian countries.
No, I'm saying countries. You
Yes,
have to
sir.
specify the country. West Asian, there are about 15, 20 countries.
Yes, sir.
Which one is like critical for us? Keep it down.
Sir, if I have to specify the country, then based on,
You have to.
yes, sir. So then, based on the recent visit by the Honorable Prime Minister, I would say Jordan, Ethiopia, and Oman.
Ethiopia, Oman, and
Jordan.
Jordan.
Yes, sir.
What about Saudi Arabia and the UAE?
So they are also important. So they would be next after those 8.
Okay, that's your choice. But Why do you think Pakistan is important?
Sir, in the
For
current,
foreign policy, they are important for defense policy, of course.
right, sir. Sir, I believe,
I think we don't have even a full scale our high commissionership there.
yes, sir, that has been defunct since I think 2019.
So
Sir, the thing is that we also need to keep in check the growing axis between Pakistan, China, and Bangladesh. So, sir, from that point of view,
anyway, I'll stick it out.
yes, sir.
Then China, I understand. Bangladesh at the moment. Suppose we don't hand over Sheikh Hasina back to Bangladesh. What is the worst thing that can happen?
Sir, by currently, do you mean before the elections? Or
You see, you don't have to answer a question by a question.
okay, sir. Sir,
That can happen, I am saying.
sir, if I talk about the possibilities, so it might be possible our relationship would go for a toss. We might compromise on economic front and security related issues, wherein Bangladesh would, it might become a hotspot for internal security issues, especially in the northeast, sir.
No, you are using very general language. What is hodgepodge in Northeast?
So not now, but
No, I'm saying now. Tell me now, what is hodgepodge for Northeast?
so
What do you mean actually, I'm saying?
So I meant that there could be disturbance in the northeast if we do not send Sheikh Hasina back currently with the current regime.
Inspired by Bangladesh?
Yes, sir. Because recently we saw some comments wherein people said that if Sheikh Hasina is not returned, then they might give refuge to northeastern insurgents, and that might cause a security problem for us.
Okay. And did you name anyone in Europe?
Sir, I didn't specify the country.
You said Economic Union, EU.
Yes, sir.
EU is so many countries.
Yes, sir.
Give me one. You mentioned a figure of $1 trillion somewhere in context of China.
Yes,
what was
sir.
that?
Sir, recently China recorded $1 trillion in its export in November 2025.
In export or export deficit, in surplus?
So surplus.
Surplus word you didn't use.
So I meant the surplus. Sorry, sir.
No, sorry, don't bother. I'm just joking. Because 1 trillion, somebody else also had done it, so it struck me. It is a surplus they have.
Yes, sir.
And they have only up to November, by the way.
Yes, sir.
This current year.
Yes, sir. So
only November, and you still have one more month to go.
yes, sir.
How are they developing so much of surplus?
Sir,
And is it good?
Sir, to answer your first question about the surplus, so China is the leading trading partner of over 90 countries. And sir, since they spent so much into manufacturing, they have a problem of overcapacity. So, sir, if we look at India, our domestic consumption is about 60% of our GDP.
No, don't look at it India.
And
Just
sir-
look at China.
And sir, for China, the domestic consumption is quite low. It's only 39 or 40% of the GDP. So China relies greatly on exports and very less on domestic consumption.
Is it desirable for a big country? IMF has raised this issue
Yes, sir.
to rely so much on exports.
No, sir. IMF recently flagged this issue that China needs to look inwards and it needs to correct its property crisis that is happening in there. And sir, it also needs to raise investor confidence because we're seeing a lack of investment in Chinese enterprises. These were two prominent issues that were flagged.
There is also complaint of the internal demand decline
Yes, sir.
within China.
Yes, sir.
So, how do you rate Chinese economy vis-a-vis one of the European economies?
So, if we talk about the European economies, especially
Say Germany.
Right, sir. Sir, being a member of the EU, most of their trade is internal. So that amounts for about 60% of their trade. Sir, for China, the greatest reliance is exports. So right now we're seeing geopolitical shifts wherein countries they are looking for more like-minded partners and also different bilateral agreements. So China might lose out there because of its aggressive policies and especially if it has deficits with other countries.
Okay, fine. Now, we conclude your interview and we share our assessment with you.
Yes, sir.
All this will be recorded. You look at it carefully, make a self-assessment and see where you have done very well and where you have not so well and where you would like to improve.
Yes, sir.
See, anyway, when is your interview?
So it's on 2nd February.
So you have still some time.
Yes, sir.
You have to first about the current affairs newspapers that week particularly, and about a month and a half ahead of it. Make a list of all important developments as you find from the newspapers.
Right, sir.
Make bullet points, maybe digitally, whichever way you want. Now, behind every bullet point, there will be a background note. Go through all these notes carefully and repeat it.
Right, sir.
Why I'm saying is that, see, your responses ought to be brief.
Right.
And I know when I'm not so sure, I try to go here and there. Yeah, I'm talking of China, but I bring in Indian economy also. So you have to be to the point. You have to be crisp, and so that if the panel wants to ask some more question, they are at liberty.
Right,
But
sir.
your reply should be crisp.
Yes, sir.
This will be your second if you include the CDS interview.
Yes,
But
sir.
CDS is in different line of services. So in a way, it is your first. And
Yes,
the
sir.
composition will be totally different. You know about the composition, I suppose.
Yes, sir.
So that is one part of it. Secondly, you are going for foreign service.
Yes, sir.
You have to be very thorough with the theory as well as practice of foreign relations,
Right,
international relations. I asked about realism, defensive, aggressive, because these are the basic tenets of international relations. These see, Hans Morgenthau, the John Mearsheimer, and the Kenneth Watts.
Yes, sir.
These three people, they are their works are the foundation stones for the theory part of it,
Right, sir.
and you have to do.
Right,
You
sir.
have to understand all these people, what they have written and why it is relevant. For example, very simple thing like Hans Morgenthau said that your national interest are above everything. And
Yes,
that's you are finding in everywhere, including going from Trump to around anywhere country, in any country you go. That is, then your DAF will attract many questions.
Yes, sir.
As such, you have a good personality and your expression is good, but you have to be crisp. So
Yes,
that
sir.
you take only limited time and UPSC will be within say 15-20 minutes at the most. So in that, all the questions will be targeted and you will be assessed on the performance of those 15-20 minutes.
Right, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You have the advantage of power of expression. You can express with ease and clarity, so that gives you real upper hand during the interviews. And you are generally well aware of what I asked you about, and you have fair amount of common sense to relate to issues. and you were honest where you did not know it. You candidly said that you would like to read more or you don't know.
Yes, sir.
You displayed sufficient self-confidence. You were calm throughout, and I could see that you were quite comfortable during your interview.
Yes, sir.
Now, one or small point, if you can keep in mind, sari will be desirable
Yes, sir.
in the
I will.
interview.
Yes, sir.
Going for light color sari with a border, some off-white color, something like that.
Right.
With bellies. Maybe you could change the coat if you wish.
Yes, sir.
Going for plain coat, not the checked one,
Yes, sir.
preferably. And sir has amply told you about the answers being short.
Yes, sir.
I had this point of view, but it's been adequately covered.
Right, sir.
Always very interesting to have a candidate who has opted for the foreign service, So we try to probe as to how much you know.
Right,
And that's
sir.
the intention, because otherwise normally you wouldn't have been asked such questions perhaps where you could answer. But then of course, we went straight into a DAF and you started mentioning about reading literary fiction books, and you're mentioning about Thomas Hardy and Jane Austen. I mean, long time back. I mean, you should have some idea about the modern literature also,
Right.
and more so about the contribution of Indian and more so Indian women towards English literature. So that I think is very important. That's why I started asking you about Arundhati Roy, and then obviously latest book and other things. That is essentially a memoir. Anyhow, then of course we went into the issue of foreign service. Then of course, obviously China and America has to compare, or something like that, like the career diplomats of India. And I mean, all these things, you can easily take out from DAF. Swimming, so many medals, and then of course Mark Spitz. I thought you'll be speaking on Mark Spitz and speaking of Philip Phelps and other people also. So perhaps So what I would rather, and do you read newspapers regularly?
Yes, sir. I'm reading newspapers.
I think you need to read more closely.
Right, sir.
Because that I think is very important. Because ultimately, what happens now, especially in a candidate whom we find to be very promising,
Right,
we
sir.
try to probe,
Right, sir.
and you have the potential to excel. Keep that in mind. You have got excellent, outstanding academic credentials.
Thank you, sir.
So
So
get
I'll
into
keep
that.
in mind.
And please go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
I think you've done extremely well. Most of the points which at least I asked you have been very forthcoming and very quite accurate also. You just take care of the current affairs,
Yes, sir.
and I think you'll do a good job.
Thank you, sir.
Being asked about the liquidity in the market and inflation. One is repo rate. There is another factor also. IRR, or what do you call it? Internal, no. Liquidity ratio, how much liquidity every bank is permitted to.
CRR.
Huh?
Cash reserve ratio.
CRR.
Yes, sir.
That
That is
also
a statutory requirement that they have to maintain anyway.
but that
उसको भी
requirement
ऊपर नीचे करते रहते हैं.
exactly. That is also one of the parameters.
To make banks will keep money, with more
Yes, sir.
liquidity in the bank so that
Yes.
they can lend.
So
Yes, sir.
that also is second parameter for that.
Right,
You
sir.
want to ask anything?
No, sir. I'll work on these points.
Like one?
Sir, I'll work on these points that you mentioned.
Okay. Anyway, it is recorded.
Right,
You
sir.
can go through it again repeatedly.
Yes, sir.
And whatever notes you make for the bullet points, you must study them repeatedly.
Right, sir.
That will be the crux of
Yes.
matter. So all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.